Good evening. Thank you so much for joining me in this incredible outdoor space on my back porch. And wherever you are, may you feel this incredible sunset and welcome the nature into your heart. I'm really inspired by today's weather, the heat, the humidity, and what we do to support ourselves in these climates that can feel a little extreme. What do we do in these extreme heats, extreme humidities? It's really uncomfortable. How do we cool the body down? And also when things are heated up emotionally, mentally, spiritually, how do we find balance and continue to come back to our center and our connection? And so today's practice is inspired by this conversation. And so let's engage and experience within this conversation through movement and mudra and breath. And invite this conversation into the heart, into the body, and allow your body's wisdom to show you the way. Invite that curiosity. And we'll be talking about some of the elements as well. You know, how do we work with the elements of earth, fire, air, water? So let's play with that. And so if you can imagine, if in this moment that perhaps maybe you're not feeling the heat, imagine a time that you have been in physical heat, emotional heat, mental heat, and invite those experiences into the practice as well, to allow your body to move through them, to release them, and to find new ways of being during those times. And so let's set the intention of that within our practice today. We'll begin by finding a comfortable seated position, closing the eyes, resting a hand on each knee as you set your own intention as well. Maybe a word, a color, maybe a feeling that can't even be placed into words. Just connecting to an essence of an intention. And releasing that and letting it go. And as you keep your eyes closed and elevate the spine, begin to invite deep breaths into the tummy, filling up the bottom of the tummy, sides of the body, and upper chest. And slowly exhale. Inviting yourself to become very focused and present with your breathing, with your breath. How the air fills your torso, your lungs. Placing the back of your hands on your legs, palms face up. Receptivity. So let's invite that heat to be present. Let's explore inviting your body's wisdom to bring in any past experiences that are calling and inviting to be healed. Any moments where you really felt the heat and it got so hot, so uncomfortable that perhaps it created some overwhelm and you felt that you were overheating and you weren't sure how to cool yourself down. You can even imagine yourself, if you're not in heat, that there's a fire in front of you. It's all welcome. You have so much space here. Inviting breath to be your guide. So with a nice tall spine, let's invite the Earth Mudra, connecting your ring finger and your thumbs together on each hand, allowing your index, your pointer, and your pinky finger to remain soft. Feeling the touch, the connection between the thumb and ring finger. Maybe pressing them together, a little bit of strength and softening, just seeing how that feels. And then I'll invite you to continue to close the eyes, connecting to the mudra. So Prithvi Mudra, the Earth Mudra. And as you connect to the essence and energy that this formation is connecting you to, I would love to read the information from my favorite mudra book that I will, at the end of this video, I will show you the book cover if you're interested in purchasing the book for yourself. Deep breaths. Letting it all go. The Earth Mudra can eliminate and energy deficient in the root chakra, whether you feel it psychologically, physically strong, and vital, is largely dependent upon this energy. This finger position also intensifies the sense of smell, good for nails, skin, hair, and the bones. If you feel uncertain in your steps while walking, the mudra can restore your equilibrium and trust, activates the root chakra, which is our elemental force, resides. Meaning our true nature. We can compare the chakra to the grafting knot of a rose. The potential for the appearance and nature of the plant is found here. The roots sprout into the ground from this point to give the plant stability and absorb the nutrients. The stem and leaves grow upward from this point to connect with the light, to blossom and bear fruit. Without reservation, this image can be applied to human beings as well. We also need stability and nourishment to grow, to be effective in our place in the world. The purpose of our lives is to connect with the divine, which means we must trust and also orient ourselves towards the light and open up like a flower that is being pollinated. For us, this may mean experiencing grace. So this mudra can give us everything that we need for a meaningful life. Feeling the coolness of the earth, your strong foundation, and steady ground within. Offering a few moments of silence to really be present with the mudra within your feeling center, your energy field within the body. Slowly bringing your hands together, heart center, Anjali Mudra, releasing the fingers, palms touch, fingers touch. Deep, deep belly breath in and exhale. Lifting your hands all the way up above the crown. Spreading your palms apart. Fingertips reaching to the sky, relaxing the shoulders. You can even keep the eyes closed here. Slowly drawing the back of your palms onto your legs, your lap, your knees, however you're sitting, whatever's most comfortable for you. Finding your tall spine, closing the eyes if they're open. We'll invite the wind, the energy of the wind to cool us down through the Vayu Mudra, the wind mudra. And with the pointer finger touching your tip of your pointer finger into your palm. So just curling the finger inwards and leaving the rest of the fingers extended straight. And then wrapping your thumb across or around your pointer finger. So your index, your middle finger, your ring finger, your pinky finger are all straight. So your thumb and your first finger are the ones engaged here. The Vayu Mudra, wind mudra. Your pointer finger touching your palm. Thumb over top of the pointer finger. And as you connect to the essence of this mudra, I'll read from the text of the Earth Mudra. And it says for chronic complaints, do this mudra 3 times daily for 15 minutes. Mudra actually is extremely powerful for healing the physical body. Because in the Ayurvedic medicine, there are 51 types of wind in the body to produce. And this mudra can influence the wind. You can use this mudra to help support a chronic ailment or illness. And simply allowing yourself to be clear, to empty yourself the best you can, even setting the intention of letting go here is enough. With each exhale, just letting go, inviting any tension in the body to relax. What's rising for you? What's coming up? Being the observer. Drawing your hands to heart center, releasing your fingers. Palms touch, fingers touch, Anjali Mudra. Deep breath in and exhale. Gently blinking your eyes open. And we'll come to form a tabletop. Hands and knees. As I remove the paint chips. Flat back, knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. We'll flow, move the energy through the spine, cat and dog. Releasing all the air out of the body. Inhale, lifting the chin and tailbone to the sky. Exhale, curling everything in. Inhale, chin and tailbone to the sky. Exhale, curling everything in. A few more times, moving with breath. Coming to a flat back. Really pressing the tops of the feet into the earth, spreading the fingers and the palms into the earth. With the flat back, seeing how strong you can be, wrapping your core muscles around the midsection, inviting more length to the spine. And curling the toes under, hovering the knees about an inch off the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, down dog. Maybe walking your dog, bending one knee and then the next. Lifting your left foot, extending it back, lifting it up as high as you can. Then drawing the knee forward for pigeon. Bringing your left knee behind your left wrist. Uncurling your back toes. Walking your leg back. Making sure that you're not leaning onto one side. Your hips are level. Deep breaths as you invite your hips to relax. And maybe you want to stay here in proud pigeon or come onto your forearms. You can intertwine your fingers together, gazes to the mat. Back onto your hands, proud pigeon. Curling your back toes under, and then lifting it back into down dog. Walking your dog, bending one knee and then the next. Kicking your right foot back. Deep inhale. Exhale, bringing your right knee behind your right wrist. And then walking your left foot back, making sure your toes are straight. And your front foot can be close to you, or you can bring it more towards the top of the mat, depending on what your body needs. And your flexibility. Making sure your hips are level, not leaning towards one side or the next, but your pelvic bone is parallel with the floor. And you can stay in proud pigeon. Maybe you want to come down to your forearms, intertwining your fingers, bring your gaze to the mat. Inviting yourself to simply let go. And back up, proud pigeon, nice and slow. Curling the toes under, down dog. Bending one knee and then the next. Bringing your knees to the mat. Uncurling your toes. Bringing your big toes to touch, child's posture, forehead to the mat. Deep breaths here. Bringing your hands underneath the shoulders. Slowly pressing yourself into an upright position. Knees together, sitting on your heels. Palms on your lap. Closing the eyes. Then guiding yourself into a seated position or even onto your back in Shavasana. And coming on your back, allow yourself to expand your feet as wide as they need, your arms as wide as you need to, opening your palms to the sky, taking up as much space as you need here. Closing the eyes, feeling the point of contact with the floor or the earth. Inviting yourself to be incredibly heavy here, to let it all go. Letting go of the effort. Letting your muscles know there's no need for them to work here. They can all let go and simply relax. If you're feeling any tension or restlessness, releasing the judgment of what this experience right now is supposed to be, and simply observe what it is within this present moment. To know that no matter what you're feeling emotionally or what's rising, that you are connecting to a deep conversation with your capacity to calm, to cool down, to invite that earth and wind energy to connect with your nervous system, your healing center. And as you absorb in this stage of integration and lay in Shavasana, I will share some seeds from the book again. A simple overview of each element and the representation, which is taken from the Chinese medicine. So wood representing growth, new beginnings, stamina and activity. Fire represents individuality, heat, and generosity. Earth represents a sense of being centered, digestion, change, and stability. Metal represents clarity, cleanliness, and communication. Water represents adaptability, sensitivity, response, and the storage of life energies. And so feeling the essence of water, maybe even imagining that you're beside the ocean and the soft ocean waves are gently touching your feet. Maybe you can feel the wetness of the water on your toes. And it's nice, it's cooling. Feeling the simple splashes splash onto your legs. Inviting anything you want to let go, to release, offering it to the ocean, to the water. She knows how to transmute and transform. And connecting to the waters within your own body, your own being, your vessel, this beautiful temple that you are journeying with in this lifetime is mostly made up of water, which is that conduit storage of life energies, storing wisdom within each and every cell. There is an ancient wisdom passed down from generation to generation from the ancestors. This wisdom and knowledge lives within you. You are this nature, this wisdom. You're not separate from it. When we connect to the essence and energy of our true nature and this wisdom, invite it to guide you, to move you, to lead the way. And when you invite grace and compassion and love to support you on this journey as you let your wild self lead the way, you will be fully supported and fulfilled by the abundance of nature. The cultivation of this connection deepens through every breath. Every moment you connect to the present moment, to be with your essence and true nature. You're continuing to connect to your wisdom, to the space of healing, to your soul, to your light, illuminating your medicine, your magic. Invite a deep tummy breath, deep inhale, filling up the tummy, feeling it rise, sides of the body expand, the upper chest expand, and slowly let that go. Maybe even release a sigh. Just a few more really deep, intentional, focused breaths into the body, feeling the expansion, and sigh. 2 more times. Inviting your breath back into its natural rhythm. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Keeping your eyes closed. Inviting yourself back into an upright position. Maybe you want to pause the video here and continue to integrate lay in Shavasana. This is your practice. It's for you. Or you can guide yourself with your gentle movements into your upright position. Finding any stretches or movements along the way. As you settle into your seat in your tall spine, resting your hands on each knee. Eyelids are soft and touching one another. Within you is all that you will ever need. We are made of the elements, the earth. Stay curious and explore. Continue to nurture and support yourself. And what does that look like for you? What do you need? Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, heart center. Inviting a deep breath in and out. Closing the practice with 3 ohms. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste, sweet beauty, sweet soul. Thank you so much for joining me, for nurturing yourself and honoring yourself, for the courage to explore and to show up here on your mat. For cultivating this peace, I thank you. No matter what is showing up internally or externally around you. For being curious with being here in your presence inspires me deeply. And so I thank you for sharing that with me and connecting to that essence. Namaste.